Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here because today we're diving into one of the most confusing and surprising topics in modern nutrition, the shocking reason why even healthy foods can spike your blood sugar. This might sound unbelievable at first, but once you understand what's happening inside your body, it'll all start to make sense. Before we continue, I'd like to tell you about Diacelan, a powerful blend of 13 natural ingredients, each carefully selected for their proven ability to support healthy blood sugar levels, enhance insulin sensitivity, and promote overall wellness. You can read more on diacelan.com. You see, many of us try to eat clean. We swap out candy for fruit, choose whole grains over white bread, and replace soda with smoothies. We think we're doing all the right things, yet somehow we still feel tired, hungry, and foggy a couple of hours after eating. Some people even notice they gain weight or struggle to lose it despite eating healthy. What if I told you that it's not just about what you eat, but also how your body reacts to it? Even foods that seem wholesome and natural can cause your blood sugar to rise dramatically. And when that happens, it can trigger a cascade of effects on your energy, hormones, and metabolism. So in this video, we're going to unpack exactly why that happens, what's going on behind the scenes in your body, and what you can do to stop those spikes while still enjoying the foods you love. Let's start at the foundation. What exactly is a blood sugar spike? Whenever you eat, especially foods containing carbohydrates, your digestive system breaks those carbs down into glucose, a simple sugar that your body uses for fuel. That glucose is then absorbed into your bloodstream. This rise in blood sugar signals your pancreas to release a hormone called insulin. Insulin acts like a key that unlocks your cells, allowing glucose to enter so it can be used for energy or stored for later. In a healthy, balanced system, blood sugar rises gently after eating, insulin responds, and then both gradually return to normal. But when you consume foods that digest quickly or contain a high amount of refined carbs or sugar, glucose floods your bloodstream faster than your body can handle. Your insulin surges in response, and as a result, your blood sugar often crashes soon after. This cycle, a sharp rise followed by a steep drop, is what we call a spike. It's more than just a temporary blip. It's stressful for your metabolism. Over time, frequent spikes can cause your body to become less sensitive to insulin, forcing your pancreas to produce more of it. Eventually, this can lead to insulin resistance, a key driver of type 2 diabetes, weight gain, and chronic fatigue. What's worse is that even before those diseases appear, blood sugar swings can leave you feeling irritable, anxious, or craving sweets. Now let's get to the big question. How could healthy foods cause these spikes? The word healthy has become incredibly misleading in modern diets. Food companies and even well-intentioned health trends have convinced us that anything labeled natural, organic, or low-fat must be good for us. But the truth is, your blood sugar doesn't read labels. It reacts to chemistry. Many so-called healthy foods are loaded with carbohydrates that digest rapidly, even if they come from seemingly wholesome sources. A smoothie made with bananas, mangoes, and oat milk might seem nutritious, but that combination can pack 50 or more grams of carbs that hit your bloodstream almost instantly. Similarly, a bowl of oatmeal, which we're told is a healthy breakfast, can still send your glucose soaring, especially if it's instant oats, which are more processed. Even whole grain bread or brown rice can raise blood sugar significantly if the portion is large or eaten alone. The problem isn't that these foods are bad, it's that their carbohydrate load and digestibility are often underestimated. You could eat a big bowl of quinoa thinking you're fueling your body with clean energy. But if that bowl contains more carbs than your body can handle in one sitting, it'll still spike your glucose levels. Food processing and preparation also make a massive difference in how your body reacts. The more processed or refined a food is, the faster it digests, meaning the glucose from that food enters your bloodstream at lightning speed. When grains are milled into flour, or when fruit is blended into juice, the fiber structure that slows down digestion is destroyed. Without that natural barrier, your digestive enzymes break down carbs almost instantly. Think of the difference between eating an apple and drinking apple juice. The apple contains fiber that makes you chew more, digest slower, and feel full longer. The juice, on the other hand, skips digestion and dumps all its sugar into your system within minutes. The same goes for rice. White rice has had its fibrous outer layers removed, leaving pure starch that acts almost like sugar in your body. This is why traditional cultures often pair rice with protein or vegetables, not just for flavor, but to balance digestion. The modern tendency to eat these foods in isolation, like a big bowl of rice or a smoothie on its own, amplifies the spike. Even heating, cooling, or blending foods can alter how they affect you. For example, reheated pasta has a lower glycemic impact than freshly cooked because the starch structure changes. These little details are rarely discussed, but make a major difference in how your body responds. Another surprising truth is that not all carbs are equal, and not everyone reacts the same way to them. Some foods that don't taste sweet at all, like potatoes, rice, or even whole wheat bread, can spike blood sugar more than desserts. Why? Because starches break down into glucose during digestion. A baked potato, for example, has a higher glycemic index than table sugar. So while it doesn't taste sweet, your body treats it as if you just ate sugar. What makes this even more fascinating is that blood sugar responses are highly individual. Two people can eat the same food, say a banana, and have completely different reactions. One person's glucose might barely budge, while the other's skyrockets. This happens because of differences in gut bacteria, hormone balance, muscle mass, stress levels, and sleep quality. The gut microbiome, in particular, plays a huge role. If your gut bacteria are out of balance, you may not metabolize carbs efficiently, causing higher spikes. Similarly, if you've been under stress or didn't sleep well, your cortisol levels go up, which makes your body more insulin resistant and leads to higher blood sugar even from the same meal. This is why managing blood sugar isn't just about diet, it's about your entire lifestyle. Let's look at a few specific examples that might shock you. White rice, which many people eat as a staple, has a high glycemic index and can cause rapid spikes even when it's part of a seemingly balanced meal. Brown rice is slightly better but still high in carbs. Bagels, often viewed as a better breakfast option than sugary cereal, actually have more carbohydrates per serving and cause a faster spike because they're low in fiber and fat. Even fruit, which is packed with vitamins, can be tricky. A ripe banana or a handful of grapes can raise your glucose more than you expect, especially when eaten alone. Plant-based milks like oat milk or rice milk, praised for being dairy-free, can contain more carbs than a slice of bread in just one glass. Then there are healthy snack bars or protein bars. They may be full of seeds, nuts, or natural sweeteners like honey or dates, but those ingredients still contribute significant sugar. The word natural doesn't mean blood sugar friendly. Even smoothies made at home with fruit, oats, and plant milk can hit your bloodstream faster than your cells can absorb the glucose. This is why some people are shocked when they use a continuous glucose monitor and see a spike after eating something they thought was completely healthy. So why does all of this matter if you don't have diabetes? Because blood sugar spikes affect everyone. Even if your fasting glucose looks normal, repeated spikes throughout the day can cause damage over time. They promote inflammation, oxidative stress, and hormonal imbalance. High glucose causes proteins in your blood to become glycated, meaning they bind with sugar and form advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which accelerate aging and damage your tissues. Chronically elevated insulin, which happens when your body keeps responding to frequent spikes, also makes it harder to burn fat. It signals your body to store energy instead of using it. This can lead to stubborn weight gain, especially around the abdomen. Moreover, the energy crashes after spikes make you crave more carbs and sweets, creating a vicious cycle. So even if you're not diabetic, controlling these fluctuations helps you maintain steady energy, better focus, and a more balanced mood throughout the day. Over time, stable blood sugar also supports better skin, hormonal balance, and brain health. It's not about avoiding sugar completely, it's about learning how to work with your body's natural rhythm. Fortunately, the solution isn't complicated. You don't have to cut out healthy foods, you just have to learn how to balance them. One of the most powerful tricks is combining your carbohydrates with protein, fiber, or healthy fat. These macronutrients slow down digestion and give your body more time to handle the glucose. For instance, instead of eating a banana alone, pair it with a handful of almonds or a spoonful of nut butter. If you're having oatmeal, add chia seeds, yogurt, or eggs on the side. When eating rice or pasta, include vegetables, olive oil, or lean protein to slow the absorption of glucose. Another smart habit is to eat your food in a specific order. Start with fiber-rich vegetables, then protein, and finish with starches or carbs. This order helps prevent spikes because fiber forms a natural barrier that slows how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream. Drinking a tablespoon of vinegar and water before a meal has also been shown to reduce post-meal glucose levels by improving insulin sensitivity. Meal timing and lifestyle habits make a difference too. Try to eat at consistent times each day and avoid large carb-heavy meals late at night when your body is less insulin sensitive. Incorporating physical activity, even something as simple as a 10-minute walk after eating, can dramatically lower blood sugar spikes because your muscles help absorb the excess glucose. Prioritize sleep, manage stress, and stay hydrated because all of these factors affect how your body handles carbohydrates. Pay attention to labels as well. Many low-fat or gluten-free foods are loaded with sugar to make them taste good. Words like agave, coconut sugar, or organic cane syrup might sound harmless, but they all contribute to glucose spikes. Learning to identify and moderate these hidden sugars will make a massive difference in your blood sugar control. Finally, one of the best ways to truly understand your body and how it reacts to food is through careful observation and, if possible, tracking. Every person's metabolism is unique, and what spikes one person's blood sugar might barely affect another's. This is why personalized awareness is so powerful. If you've never tried using a continuous glucose monitor or a simple glucometer, it can be an incredibly eye-opening experience. These devices give you real-time feedback on how different foods, portion sizes, and even times of day affect your blood sugar. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. You don't have to track every meal or cut out every carbohydrate. You just need to understand how different foods make you feel and respond. Once you build that awareness, you can begin to make small, sustainable adjustments that make a huge difference over time. Simple habits like eating more slowly, balancing your meals with protein and healthy fats, adding fiber to breakfast, or taking a short 10-minute walk after lunch can dramatically change how your blood sugar behaves. These small steps may seem insignificant, but they compound quickly, improving not just your glucose levels, but also your overall energy, focus, and well-being. So to wrap this up, yes, it's absolutely true that many healthy foods can spike your blood sugar. And it's not because those foods are bad, it's because of how your body digests them, how processed they are, the portions you eat, and how sensitive your metabolism is. The solution isn't cutting out fruit or whole grains. It's understanding balance, portion size, and food combinations. When you start pairing your carbs with protein and fiber, spacing your meals properly, and adding small habits like post-meal movement, your blood sugar becomes far more stable. That stability translates to more energy, better focus, fewer cravings, and long-term protection for your health. If you found this explanation valuable, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more health deep dives, and share in the comments what healthy food surprised you the most after learning it could spike blood sugar. Thank you for watching. Take care of your body, and I'll see you in the next video.